So war for peace is order. We may not like that, we may not think it's true, but sometimes, maybe many times, we get peace through war. There is an order. We have war, and then we have peace. Why do we have to have war? Because that's the way it is. If we just take it as it is, without trying to get a little bit too hands dirty on the social ramifications of what is man and why do we do things, we can just say there is war, then there's peace, and it's order. But it's also slaughter. You notice that war for peace is slaughter, but it's order. It gets mixed up. It's really, really bad or really, really good. Order is good. The slaughter is very bad, obviously. And they were sacrificed. Yes, they were. Because as we can see from the other lyrics, it was intentional. It wasn't something where the high command really had, I don't want to say they didn't have a choice, but they made it that they didn't have a choice. They were going to win at any cost. They were going to sacrifice their own men for this order. Of course, sacrificed rhymes with Christ, and not for any particular reason. I don't remember if I actually came up with it that it should make sense, because Christ being sacrificed. Now, whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter, because obviously these men believed that they were blessed by Christ, and then they were sacrificed for a particular mission. Of course, the sacrifice then takes on the double meaning, negative and positive. Sacrificed in the bad way, like an animal, a human sacrifice, or sacrifice like a pawn in a game of chess. Of course, we don't want to be pawns in a game of chess, but in a game of chess, you sacrifice a pawn. You win a battle. That's the way things work. So, as you can see, the song comes off on a number of different levels. I'm not going to say that I sat there and thought about all this when I was writing it. It just actually came out this way. And then we get to the end of the song, where the crew comes back and says, "Skeleton crew," because I wanted it to be the ghosts of the crewmen coming back and telling what had happened to them. And what I did was I recruited Og for this, because he had the right voice for it. He had that sort of deep little, I'll call it a grungy voice, which is good. I mean, that's what we're looking for. Skeleton crew. I don't know how he did it exactly. He can do it better. So it was, now they knew that they were just a skeleton crew. Skeleton crew. Well, maybe they weren't angry. Actually, it was more ghostly. Skeleton crew. Very weary. How can I do this? Skeleton crew. Good. 1 minute of me making noises like a cow. That's great. So anyway, this is the story of the song. The story of how it was written, the literary meaning. It's not exactly how it was written. It's just there are meanings under it, and sometimes when you write something, it just comes out the right way. And this is the way it came out, and I don't know. It's now a moldy oldie. It is now a classic. I like to think of it as bones with moss stuck to it. Now they knew. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit too dramatic, and I'm losing my concentration. So, enjoy.